Perfect, 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 perfect.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm EDC Gunner, and today's video we're gonna talk about these two magnificent dive watches from Tudor. And on the left corner here we have a Tudor Pelagos, and these are both ETA versions. ETA version which came out first in 2012, and on the here in the right corner we have Tudor Black Bay burgundy dial, also ETA version. And I happen to have these two watches right next to each other. This one belongs to me and this one belongs to my friend. And whenever first these watches came out, I said, oh, what a beautiful watches from Tudor. They're finally back on the scene. They are finally back on the map, and these watches became instant hit. And of course now they have several versions with the black, blue, even the green bezel. This one has also the blue version. I kind of like black and white combo. It's a kind of all-time classic, and it's my all-time favorite watch. And they both are now in-house, but on the used market you can still pick this up, and for around $2,500 US. At the moment of making this video, price is always subject to change, but these watches are the best value on the market right now. I dare you to find some better, nicer looking watches and cooler watches. When it comes to watches, I don't like, and when it comes to watch reviews, I don't like to do a whole lot of specs. You can find those online anywhere. But when it comes to watches, for me, what matters the most are the impressions. And these watches are impressive. These watches are super cool, and I cannot stop looking at them. When I first decided I want a more serious diver, I was contemplating Black Bay versus the Pelagos. There are several different factors, but let's just take these two for example. Both ETA, both very desirable, both very beautiful and cool. This one's 41mm, this is 42mm, and one of the biggest difference is the case material. Black Bays come in stainless steel and bronze versus the Pelagos, and these come in titanium. And when I first was considering of getting Pelagos, by the way, I have a full review of Pelagos on my channel, and a Black Bay. There will be a video about that as well. But I never really liked titanium watches. It's not my metal for watches. But when I first broke the deal, when I took it in person and saw it, it never felt like this watch is made of titanium. This watch, this is the first watch that came out of the Tudor Rolex factory in titanium, and the Rolex is pretty much known that they make their own steel, gold, and everything else. So I said this can't be bad at all, and it's not bad. I owned this watch for probably a year now, give or take a couple of days, but I think it's anniversary. Sold it, bought it back, but it's still here, and this watch is a dream to wear on the wrist. It does wear a little bit large on the wrist, and just because of the design and everything, but it's absolute dream to wear on the wrist, and that's what matters to me. I don't care about ETA versus in-house, because ETA in these watches is a top grade ETA, regulated to 5 positions. And here on Pelagos you can see the helium escape valve. And overall, when it comes to these two watches, Pelagos is in better condition, and the titanium, it's they say it scratches easily, but this one, I took it everywhere with me. I'm not the first owner, and it held up pretty well. You can see the details here. It's all brushed, and it has a nice beveling. And what I like about the Tudor Pelagos is design and the three-dimensional dial. And I have, like I said, I have more in-depth photos and reviews of this watch on my channel. Just do a search, EDC Color Pelagos, Tudor Pelagos, and you will find it. But yeah, it has a helium escape valve, and this one is water resistant to 500 meters, and this one is water resistant to 200 meters. But they're different in a way that Tudor Pelagos is a completely modern, innovative design, and you can see the snowflake hands. That's really cool and reminiscent of a Tudor Submariner, which I really like. And on the other hand, what I'm trying to say is that Black Bay watch, a line of watches, they are vintage inspired, but they are not just vintage inspired to any specific watch. They took a number of design clues from many different watches, and they combined it and put it all together in one watch, and they made it work, and it works beautifully, as you can see. And at the end of the day, I will talk to you more about differences and whatnot. Here you can see the crowns and the Black Bay, if you're wondering. It does come on a bracelet. It does come on a stainless steel bracelet, and it's a beautiful bracelet. However, the bracelet, here are the crowns, is a Tudor shield, and here we have a Tudor rose. The bracelet on a Black Bay does not have the glide lock, which this one has. Let me just do a little bit of focusing here. It does not have the glide lock, which Tudor Pelagos has, and it's just beautiful. And you can see little details around here, like a Tudor shield. It's really cool, and you don't notice them until you start noticing them. And when you notice them, it's really cool. And you can see here Tudor shield, but check this out now. When you just show you, when you gather it here like this, it has a rook here. And shout out to Guido Pelagos, he discovered this, but you can see the rook, which is the Tudor symbol. And overall, amazing watch, Tudor Pelagos. And Tudor Black Bay, also amazing watch, but different. These are very different, but yet so similar, and that's the beauty of them. And you can have them both in your collection, and they work, whether you take the black one or the one, all the other combinations, the black heritage, even the green special heritage edition now they have. And the Pelagos, you have only black and white and blue and white. And me personally, I like the black and white more, but they say the blue and white is also amazing, but I just like it like this. The loom on this watch is awesome. The Pelagos loom is better, and even has a Pelagos has a ceramic bezel insert. So here, but it's not shiny, it's matte. And when I first saw it, I didn't even notice the ceramic. I'm kind of used to ceramic being the polished, like the mug or the china, fine china, but this one's not. This one is matte, finished ceramic with the inlays, and the bezel is also loamed and glows in the dark. And here you can see the bezel action. You can see the bezel the bezel is fantastic. I like this coin edge. It's really bought me. And this bezel here on the Tudor Pelagos is 120 clicks, 120 clicks, and it feels nicer and better. Feels like you opening a safe. It's so much finer, and the bezel on the Black Bay is also nice and fine, but I think that 60 clicks is a bit, it's true to the origins, but well, I cannot say the Pelagos the bezel is nicer. It's really not. This is a 60 click bezel, and it's a bit louder and it has a different sound. So you can see, let's just take a moment. You can, almost like cars, you can recognize them by the sound of the exhaust. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, the Black Bay comes on a stainless steel bracelet, which I unfortunately do not have to show you, but it's amazing. It has a micro adjustments. This one has a this innovative technology glide lock system, which is really something, and you can micro adjust it in a pinch. The bracelet here is full titanium. The clasp on Pelagos is stainless steel, as well as the case back. Case backs are the same on both of these watches. Just a second, I need to put this back where it belongs. Thank you. Now we're talking. So I'm a bit on OCD because of that, and also I now have to put it back on this one. So bezel action. This is the most bezel action you ever had on my channel, guys. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm EDC Gunner, and this one's 41. This one is 42 mils. And let me just give you a little wrist shot. So how about that for a double wrist shot, guys? Here we have, you can see, and again I'm saying I have a full reviews of both of these watches here, but you can see a bit more details. The dial on Pelagos is just, I love Pelagos because it's different. It's not like no other watch out there, and it's such a great tool watch. And the Black Bay has an aluminum tube here, the red around here, and that's kind of a drawback. But both of these watches and any other watch, after diving or swimming in seawater, just rinse them, guys. Just rinse them. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm EDC Gunner, and next Thursday we're gonna have another watch review.